Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Star-Spangled Banner, sung by musical artist Linda Lynn. Welcome, everyone, to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. And that result, guys, was a real shock. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, when Kevin Durant came into the NBA, he fudged a little about his height. He told the team staffer to list him at 6'9". He said, "I thought it was cool to say that I'm a 6'9" small forward. That's the prototypical size for a small forward." Of course, guys, he was selling himself short. He confessed that he was recorded at 6'10"3/4 with no shoes. So with his shoes on, he's 7 feet tall. Kevin?
And KD is certainly a rarity, D.A. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against. And the NBA season can be a long one, Chris. How important were team functions and team events during the season as a way to relieve some of the stress of the season?
Oh, man, if you're on a good team and a good team in the locker room, then you really don't even have to have team functions because you're going out, hanging out after every practice, going to play golf on warm days.
It's just natural, right?
Yeah, it's just natural. You're eating with guys, hanging out with guys, and so it is everything because really these are the guys that you're playing for, and the better chemistry, the better the team, I've always believed, and so team functions, hanging out with the guys, always important.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Grant is out there with Paul George, and it's Adams in at center. Now here's Curry. 2 points. That one goes. Curry's got the first points of the night for the Warriors.
And Kevin, he's practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever helps his team win, he's willing to do it.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
He snuck underneath the bucket, comes out on the other side with a strong finish, sneaks underneath the bucket.
Curry passes to McGee. The screen from Thompson. Curry dishes to Durant. Back to Curry. Lock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
Gentlemen, truth shots, roof shots.
The first one falls. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Grant outside. Adams against McGee. Adams' shot is off.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Curry kicks to Durant. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Out to Thompson. Green, the pass to Curry. Back to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Inside, outside, in transition. Draymond's an extremely versatile scorer.
Westbrook against Curry. Lets it go from the wing, and it's off the back rim. No good.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near him.
Outside Durant, fires from deep. The shot, no good. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The three from George. No good on that one, so Golden State will take it the other way. It's Durant with the drive. Bucket is good. Durant's got his first points of the game.
There was a time when people said Durant didn't finish well through contact. Those days are long gone.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his three. Thunder trailing by 6. George with the ball. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers. Westbrook kicks to George. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Curry. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Now, don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
And the shot is good. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
It just isn't his outside game you have to worry about with Durant. When he gets it in close, he rarely fails to convert.
Westbrook dishes to George. Tries it from 9. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Now here's Curry, and get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Here is McGee. 4-point game. Here's Roberson. Adams with the screen on Thompson. Here's Westbrook. They get the rebound. Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
Thompson passes to McGee. Outside for Durant. To the paint. Here's Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Thompson, and he really played well against Denver. And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And with the way he attacks the rim and plays with just no abandon, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself. And his team to just do things that few others can, and relentless from the first quarter to the last whistle.
As competitive a guy as Draymond Green is, sometimes he can get in his own way. There's no doubt about that. Not entirely his fault, but calls don't seem to fall in his favor a lot because he is so physical, and perhaps, Chris, because of his reputation. We don't even need to go into his natural shooting motion.
Take a break.
Take a break. You mean with the leg?
Two shots.
But with Draymond, that just comes with the territory. He presses buttons of refs and opposing players, and sometimes with the fans. I mean, yeah, he'll lose out on calls, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that everybody in the league hates, but will want on their team.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
And he's good on the second. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Use it as a challenge, almost an insult, if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Durant, that's good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Westbrook drives in to the left side wing. And Adams kicks to George. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Curry. That one drops for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Warriors leading by 4. There's a good screen. The feed to Durant. Green, the screen. Durant dishes to Thompson. And it's sent back by George. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Anthony's checked in for Oklahoma City. Felton comes in for Roberson. Curry with a wide open look. And it's Golden State with another.
Look, we talk about how Curry can score from anywhere. That's an easy shot for him, mid-range.
Westbrook kicks to George. Over Durant, and Durant sends it back. For the 3. The shot by Curry, no good. Thunder trailing by 6. Left side, Westbrook. To the middle, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Green, the screen. Durant against Anthony. Clock at 6. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Over Felton. Thompson misses.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
Thompson against Felton. Adams dishes to Felton. Adams sets the pick for Felton. Back to Adams. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. The Thunder also changing it up. Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. And Abrinas subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Pachulia with the steal. Iguodala's drive. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Oh, and you love the veteran footwork. I mean, Iguodala off the drive.
Here's Felton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The dish to Patterson. Anthony on the wing. Defended by Durant. You could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York. And this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
The first one falls. And Chris, you could always face up so well from the high post when you played. Which power forward do you think has the best face-up game out there right now?
Well, I think in order to have a really good face-up game, you have to have another threat, and that's to be able to drive and finish strong off of one leg. And you definitely look at a guy like Towns in Minnesota. He has that. He's so explosive. He can finish with either hand. I also think you have to look at Anthony Davis. This kid, he can stretch the floor, shoot out to the three, but also his first step is so quick. The same with Cousins. The fact that he's 7 foot can post you up, but his first step being quick off of a pump fake, he can do it as well. And don't forget about Blake Griffin. When he gets to that 15-foot spot, you really have to honor his jump shot. So those guys come to mind as far as big fellas that can face you up and knock it down.
I know you took great pride in your decision-making in terms of when to shoot and when to drive.
Yeah, I think your shot selection is your defense as well. You shoot a bad shot, a team like Golden State could have 6 points on 2 possessions off of 2 bad turnovers. And also I think it shows a commitment to your team from wanting to win. You know, just because you have the green light, why take that when a teammate might have a better shot that's open? So I think it takes a little bit of humility, but definitely a basketball IQ that says, wait, this is the smarter play right now. Can you think it on the live and while it's going on? So it's definitely important to be able to make those decisions.
It is, yeah, it is. 2 on the clock. West. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had it figured out, then take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started. I'd like to see the D with a little more energy out there. They kind of forgot about him.
And here is Curry. He has 6. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 8. Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Patterson. Abrinas kicks to Johnson. Back to Abrinas. Patterson, the screen. Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 1:51 left to play here in the first. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Dishes to West. To the inside and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Anthony over Iguodala. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Curry kicks it to West. Thompson passes to West. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Curry's shot is good.
Oh, look at that. Just a mere flick of the wrist. So calm and smooth. Steph Curry.
Thunder trailing by 5. They set the screen. Now the pass to Carmelo. Back to Felton. Passes to Patterson. This one for 3. They get it back. Outside for Felton. That one falls coming off Johnson's feed. Felton has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Warriors shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Pachulia. Outside Curry for the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Yeah, I thought they were dialed in terms of what the other team was trying to do and then showed the athleticism to turn it into a blowout.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Well, it's all about the rim protection because it's been fantastic. A big part of helping them build this early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Anthony. Patrick Patterson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Felton, and it's Abrines in at the 2. Oklahoma City trailing. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Outside, Felton. Patterson a screen on Curry. Here's Abrines. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Bell kicks to Thompson. Curry's got space. And it falls over the rim and in. Curry's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. Thunder trailing by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Abrines. He's covered by Thompson. Outside Anthony. Johnson with a screen on Iguodala. Here's Anthony. Knocks down the step back J. And one thing that Steve Kerr has done so well in his coaching tenure is his ability to handle multiple stars on the same team. You look back at the history of this league, and it isn't always smooth sailing.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this much talent on teams, you can get guys clashing. But Kerr has the team playing as a unit, and players are happy to sacrifice their own stats for playing better basketball. He has everyone buying into the culture they've created.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen, freeze him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Curry dishes to Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, his Splash brother might own the record, but if Curry wasn't in the league, we might talk about Klay Thompson as the best shooter ever. I mean, incredibly high three-point percentage for his career, and one of the prettiest, smoothest, nicest shooting strokes you'll ever see.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with Clay having claim to best shooter, if not for Curry, you know, see, Webb, the numbers back it up. Clay has the most threes in a season for anyone not named Curry.
Well, I mean, he definitely passed the eye test as one of the greatest shooters. No wasted motion, lightning fast release. Just watching Clay is amazing with how he is able to shoot the rock.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And Thompson, he just isn't an offensive powerhouse. Everyone just wants to credit him for that. But with also his length, his height, his speed, it allows him to guard many positions on the floor. One of the best two-way players this game has.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The two-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. Fourth, Klay Thompson.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two-guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And having a reliable three-point option at off-guard, pretty much a necessity these days in the NBA.
The screen from Thompson. Curry is inside. He's covered by Grant. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. Westbrook passes to Collison. Grant outside. Over Bell. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Warriors leading by 6. Curry kicks to Thompson. There's the pick. Back to Curry. Bell with a screen on Westbrook. Curry dishes to Bell. There's the three. Curry with another miss.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. Moves back up, and it's finished off by Grant as he lays it in. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bell passes to Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Thompson for the triple. Offensive rebound.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Westbrook, that's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. And Durant subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams comes in for Nick Collison. And Georgia subbed in for Josh Eustace. And so here is Oklahoma City. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Curry kicks to Durant. Now here's Thompson. Defense is right there. Here's Bell. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Robertson dishes to Adams. Westbrook kicks to Grant. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Grant's got 6. The Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 17 points in the game.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Here's Westbrook. Grant with a screen on Curry. Jumper off the screen. Adams. It's good on the putback.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Thompson passes to Green. Back to Thompson. Green, the screen. Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
As he continues to rack up the misses from three-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Curry kicks to Bell. Basket counts. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Recognizing the defensive imbalance, Curry quickly locates the open man.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Now George. He has 6. He feeds it to Adams. Clock at 6. George against Durant. Knocked away. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook, and the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Westbrook with it. He had 35 points last game out. There's a good screen. Green with the block.
And there's the standout D of Green again. Excellent at utilizing his length to turn away shots.
Curry passes to Bell. Feeds to Durant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. And that time, also a missed shot.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
He's still trying to find a shot out there, but so far he hasn't hit anything from the field.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Over Bell. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 10 points for Steven Adams.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Green, the screen. Back to Thompson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. And Roberson kicks to Adams. And here's Westbrook. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. The putback, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
He's showing good hustle. I mean, a little too much hustle, though. I mean, you got to dial it down just a little bit.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Bell. And then for Oklahoma City, Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Jeremy Grant. Alex Abrinas comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Durant, the pass to Green. Here's the screen. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Felton kicks to George. Inside, here's Adams. Rebound by JaVale McGee. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Curry. He's got 17. Thompson inside. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Inside, it's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Warriors.
You know, I doubt they came into this game thinking they would be doing this much damage from mid-range, but you have to give them credit for being able to see what is available in their offense and then exploit the weakness of the D. To be successful in this league, you have to be flexible, and they've done a great job of that so far.
Adams with the screen on Curry. Nice shot by Felton.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. Green with a screen for Curry. Over Felton. Again, Golden State.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
35 seconds left to play here in the half. He kicks to Adams, and there's the feed to Anthony. Screen by Adams. Anthony against Green. Now here's Anthony. 6 points for him. Kept alive. It doesn't go for him.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
Outside Durant. Over George. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. That's Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. And boy, a pumped-up home crowd is behind us right now. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
An amazing view of the new eastern span of the beautiful Bay Bridge, which opened in 2013. Welcome back to Oakland, everyone. The second half just about to get going here. really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, we say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and, you know, Sacramento forever. I thank them for that, and I love them there.
Wonderful years, indeed. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's McGee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
Screen by Adams. George dishes to Adams. Shoots over McGee. Another shot. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, after failing to hit on their first 3 attempts of the half, they finally got one to go there.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And, you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Second, Stephen Curry.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Here's Curry, 19 points in the game. Thompson outside. Green with a screen for Thompson. Down low, it's stolen by Adams. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. That cuts the lead to single digits. Warriors leading by 9. Now Curry. Outside, Green. It's Durant on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Durant can't help but make threes. It's unfair for a guy his size to be able to shoot like that.
Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Misses off the left iron.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
Outside Durant. McGee is screen on George. George against Durant. Over George. And Adams sends it back. But they'll get another chance. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson for the triple. Another three for Golden State.
The defender has to try to stay in Clay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Thunder trailing by 15. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Klay Thompson? 3rd in three-point shooting, 7th in free throw percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. Looking to end his cold spell. Adams wide open. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Adams has got 14 points for the game. Warriors leading by 13. Durant kicks to Green. The dish to Thompson. Green, the screen. Thompson passes to Green. Stolen by Grant. Westbrook with it. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Golden State moving it around. Curry against Westbrook. Curry can't get it to go.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Back to Westbrook. Green with the block.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Curry kicks to Green. And the Warriors miss again. Thunder trailing by 13. Pass to George. Dishes to Westbrook. Adams in the high post. To Westbrook. Westbrook double team. 5 on the clock. Robertson can't hit. Warriors leading by 13. Kicks it to Curry. Stolen by Westbrook. Goes up and finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. McGee a screen. Curry kicks to McGee. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. The Warriors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from McGee. And when you look at the younger generation of players coming in now, Chris, of course, you do the interviews, you see them, you talk to them. Is it easy for you to relate to these younger players?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to relate to them. I think that our generation had a lot of influence on their style, their kind of expression of self, just as generations before us did, and we have that unique bond. I think that's one of the advantages I have, that I've known some of these players since they've been young. I know their habits. I know that they're good kids, good individuals, and they just express themselves differently. You know, do I like the way they come into a game dressed looking like, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne and Run DMC licks? Nah, I don't like that. But people used to say that about my style and my clothes too, Kevin. I'm sure they did that about you too, you know. So, man, I just love it. I just take it as we have some of the best players that fans have seen, and I'm just enjoying everything from the wild clothes to the music to their style. But no, it's not hard to relate to them, man, because they're all pretty good kids.
Chris, just for the record, they never said that about me. I always
yeah, you always set the trend.
Adams' shot is good.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Warriors leading by 13. Curry passes to Durant. Curry, a screen on Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Adams defending. Outside for Curry. Pachulia sets a screen for Curry. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant. And then for Oklahoma City, Anthony's checked in for Ferguson. And it's Felton in for Roberson. Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Thompson left side. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to McGee. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Westbrook.
It's pretty telling when you look at the shots they're missing from mid-range. Just not shooting a high enough percentage there, and it's hurting them. A lot of those misses have been heavily defended or with a high degree of difficulty. They need to take it inside, draw the contact, or get an easier look.
And clearly, Billy Donovan wants to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
David West, he's checked in for Golden State. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Adams. Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. A second chance effort. Got a piece of it.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this court.
The pass to Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 23 points per, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy, just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
That free throw good from Thompson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so he hits both. Thunder trailing by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Anthony. That one doesn't go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
The Warriors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot. One shot.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. Thunder trailing by 18. Right side, Westbrook over Curry. Warriors with the rebound.
Oh, look, he's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Iguodala outside. There's a screen. Passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Off target at the rim.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Abrinas kicks to Felton. Off target from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Iguodala with the bucket.
Oh, the concentration of Iguodala allows him to score with the hand in the face.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Feeds it to Felton. Back to Anthony. Patterson a screen on West. Looking to end the run. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
And there's the call on Felton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. As you look at the league right now, how different would you say it is from when you played? And if there are a lot of differences, do you like the changes?
The NBA is much different from when I played. When I played, if you shot a jumper from the 15-foot range free throw line, they criticize you as a big fella. Now you have to be able to space the floor. If you were a big fella and led the break back then, they criticize you. Now you have a guy like Durant who is 6'11". So the game has changed from rules that was so much more physical at the time. It was a slower pace. But, you know, that was then. I love the way that the game is now. I love that players have more freedom. I love that the pace is faster. You don't have to look back at your coach to have a play called every time. The trust is put in these players' skill sets. And so I love it, man. Anytime you can see Harden go to work, Durant go to work, Curry go to work, Westbrook go to work, LeBron go to work, Irving go to work, and just watch them play in an open offense, man, it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I like the changes, and it was fun when I played as well.
He can't get that one. Warriors leading by 20. And here is Curry. 23 points in the game.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Two shots.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And having led the league in free throw percentage a couple of times, Curry is not the guy you want to send to the line.
Stephen Curry hits them both. Here's Westbrook. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Second, Stephen Curry.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Well, it's a clear advantage for them on offense. It's almost like you have to pick your poison in choosing who to guard.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Abrinas. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson against Felton. Count it. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Westbrook. Great D that time from Curry.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this quarter.
Iguodala outside. Pachulia the pass to Iguodala. 1:15 left to play in the third. Here's Curry. 25 points in the game. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Anthony. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Nailed from three-point land. Anthony's got 11 points.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Iguodala outside. Here's Thompson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 17 points in the game.
Oftentimes we think of Thompson as an outside shooter, but he has the size and the skill set to score inside as well.
And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 19 points for Klay Thompson.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook kicks to Abrinas. He dishes it to Anthony. Over West. And Anthony gets it to go.
And the defense can only do so much when Anthony is locked in. There's nothing you can do to stop that guy.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. On the wings, Abrinas and George. Anthony out there with Grant. Then it's Felton in at the point guard position. Green with a screen for Curry. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Curry against Felton. He feeds it to Grant. Anthony with it. West on him.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Now Anthony defending. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Well, the league has begun a program to crunch the numbers and learn how to reduce player injuries. It's just getting started. But, Chris, exciting to think that we'd be able to cut down on that part of the game.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to a guy that suffered injuries most of my career. I'm glad that we have more information now as far as, looking on the bench. You have player tracking cameras, the nutrition. You have more research and flexibility and strength. And so now it can all be measured. And as long as the players-doctor relationship is kept in privacy, I think it'll make a big difference.
Free throw good by Curry. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Felton kicks to Adams. Screen by Adams. Shoots over McGee, and the shot falls short this time.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Durant kicks to Curry. The feed to McGee. Back to Curry. McGee a screen. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his third rebound on the night. And Robertson has it in the corner. Screen by Adams. Adams sets the pick for Felton. Almost, but it rolls out. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Curry gets the bucket.
His confidence level is through the roof today. It usually is anyway, but even by Curry standards, this has been incredible.
Felton dishes to Adams. Shoots over McGee. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Curry passes to Thompson. Outside, Green. Curry on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And you look at today's players, they have so many more ways to connect with their fans. But, Chris, at times, do you think that creates added pressure for the players?
Every player has pressure. I don't know about added pressure, but I do think it's a different time with social media, and you can hear everyone's opinion. So I think that you need to focus more if you're an athlete, but I don't think it adds more pressure, because whether or not someone can type it or say it in your face or boo you at a game, you're going to hear those words.
The first free throw is good. Different look here for the Warriors. Bell, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Caspi comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Johnson, he's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Grant. Eustace comes in for George. And Ferguson subbed in for Roberson. Raymond Felton hits them both. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Now here's Livingston. Shoots from 12. And another basket for Golden State.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Collison. Good. And a nice assist from Felton.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 14-6 run. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Livingston kicks to McGee. Just 5 on the clock. Over Johnson. McGee's shot is off. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ferguson. Johnson the screen. Collison with a screen on Bell. Here's Ferguson over Bell, and it comes off the front of the rim. Now Livingston. Chris, traditionally, we've had the standard 1 through 5 spots on an NBA team, but it seems more and more GMs and coaches are going away from labeling a player to one of those spots, like positionless basketball. Are we going to see more of that? Is it going to work its way around to another level? How do you view that?
Well, I just think that the game is evolving, and I think right now you have to have a certain skill set to play, and that means you have to be able to dribble, pass, shoot, and defend. If you think about it, we had players that could just defend, couldn't dribble or throw a ball in the ocean. Well, that really can't work anymore, and you have to have players with the total skill set regardless of size. I do think, though, that you'll always have to have positions. I hated how we took the center out of the All-Star game. You never see in baseball, they say, it's okay, you don't have to have a center fielder, you can just put 2 left fielders in there. You still have to identify a position, and for the tradition and the honor of the game, I say we do that. But we got some pretty big guys and some pretty great guys. So what would you call Dirk Nowitzki? Is he a 5? He's 7 feet tall. Is he a 4? Is he a 3? It doesn't matter. He just has game. What do you call Kevin Durant? A 7-foot flamethrower? I mean, he's a center, a power forward. I don't know what you call him, but I know that size or positions are no more defined by height. They used to be defined by height. 7 foot and up centers, 6'9" and up power forwards. Now you have 6'9" and up point guards. So I love the fact that the game's evolving, but I think the 5 best players are just going to play, but you're going to have every single size because right now skill set is all that matters.
Two.
Free throw good, Livingston.
Look, if you let Sean Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Livingston is incredibly lethal from that mid-range spot. He's perfected it, especially, Chris, since he likes to drag the smaller guards down to that range.
Oh, yeah. Livingston knows where his spots are on the floor, and he goes right to them. It's a big reason why his shooting percentage is high for a point guard. He's just a very smart player who knows how to make the most of his game.
The dish now to Collison. Pass to Ferguson. He kicks to Felton. They set the pick. Shot off the pick. Warriors with the rebound. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Livingston kicks to Bell. McGee a screen. Livingston dishes to McGee. Stolen by Collison. Here's Ferguson. To the left wing. Here's Felton. Sweet little floater. Felton's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Livingston with it. Dishes it to Caspi. Here's McCall. Back to Caspi from outside the arc. And another three for Golden State.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
Ferguson, the pass to Johnson. There's the pick. To the wing on the left. Here's Felton. McGee with the block. They recover it. Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And here's Livingston. McGee a screen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Chris, we've seen video review get introduced into the NBA and tweaked as we go along, refining it, polishing it off. And at this point, would you like to see video review expanded even further? Or do you think it's in a good spot where it stands right now?
I think it's in a good spot right now. I'm sure if I had time to think about it, there are areas in which you want to go to. But if you really think about it, I mean, the game is supposed to be a spur of the moment. It's supposed to be just players free-flowing and playing, and you don't want to make the game slower by going to the officiating video every single time. Right now, I don't think you should do it on charges and blocks, which is probably one of the most controversial calls in the game. I think where we have it now is good because it gives a balance, and right now we do not need the game to lengthen in any way, if anything, shorten, and I think adding anything more to refereeing and videos, I think would just make the game last longer.
David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Westbrook's checked in. Livingston hits both of them.
Oh, well, one interesting fact about Sean people might not know is that he was named Mr. Basketball in Illinois in his high school days. That's an honor he'll always cherish.
Here's Ferguson. Johnson kicks to Eustace. There's the pick to the inside, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Golden State's gotten in the groove from 3-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Back to Livingston, and the layup's good off the glass. Livingston's got 7 now in this quarter.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantages they hold in this game.
There's the pass to Ferguson. Johnson the screen. Ferguson the pass to Collison. And he makes that one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Livingston kicks to Bell. Passes it to West. They set the pick over Johnson, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Solid pick to create that opening. The soft touch on the jumper.
Oklahoma City shooting a meager 37% for the game. Johnson the screen. Off the pick. And
You gotta love the heart. No fear going up against the bigger man, throwing it down in his face.
Now here's Livingston. Chris, you see some of the rookies coming into the league. They need to put on more weight. They need to build up a little bit. And how aggressive saying that were you looking to add strength when you came into the NBA?
Well, I was fortunate that I already had an NBA-type body, so I really didn't need to try to bulk up for the NBA. You know, I really disagree that a lot of guys got to get stronger. Look at Kevin Durant. You know, we all know the famous story about how trainers laughed at him when he got to the league. The NBA is unique in that, do you have skill? can you play? So, no, Curry doesn't need to put on 25 pounds of muscle. I think we've seen Durant doesn't need to put on 15 pounds of muscle. It's more about your game. It's more about your core and your balance. You'll pick up natural weight and natural strength as you go along, but how is your work ethic? Are you in the gym? Are you lifting? Are you working out? Are you getting stronger? That's great, but you don't have to necessarily try to become bigger and stronger. Just try to make sure you have game. That's most important.
West can't hit. Oklahoma City shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Here's Eustace. No good on the shot. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Golden State's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Johnson the screen. Collison with a screen on Pachulia. Here's Ferguson. The three-pointer, no good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and he kept everybody moving, working to get open.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's the pick. Now Livingston. Kicks to West. Back to Livingston. Here's McCaw. No good from outside.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Ferguson's shot is good. And it's the Warriors with the ball. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Andre. I know if you could bottle a game like tonight, you would. But what's the key as you look forward to these upcoming games?
The key is just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys be ready to play.
Great performance tonight, Andre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.